Welcome to Map Your Mind. Travel through the world with your brain. Ireland, the Emerald Isle, is a land where rolling green hills meet rugged coastlines, misty mountains, and centuries of stories carved into every stone and river. This is a country of poets, warriors, saints, and rebels, where myth and history intertwine to create a tapestry of resilience, culture, and enduring spirit. Long before modern maps recorded its shape, Ireland was home to Neolithic peoples, whose presence is still visible in ancient monuments like Newgrange and other passage tombs. These early settlers built communities, farmed the fertile land, and passed down oral traditions, myths, and rituals that would become the foundation of Irish culture. The Celts arrived around 500 BCE, bringing with them language, art, and social structures that would define Ireland for centuries. They established kingdoms and clans, and their druids played central roles in spiritual life, preserving knowledge, history, and guidance through oral traditions. These Celtic traditions created a rich cultural fabric, from intricate knotwork designs to legendary tales like the Ulster Cycle and the myths of Siú Chulainn. Christianity arrived in the 5th century, with missionaries like St. Patrick transforming the island's spiritual landscape. Monasteries sprang up across Ireland, becoming centers of learning, art, and preservation of knowledge during the early medieval period. Illuminated manuscripts like the Book of Kells testify to the ingenuity and devotion of Irish monks, whose work influenced Europe during the Dark Ages. Ireland was far from untouched by external pressures. Vikings raided and settled along the coast from the 8th century onwards, founding cities such as Dublin, Wexford, and Limerick. The Normans arrived in the 12th century, bringing castles, feudal systems, and new layers of governance, further shaping Irish society. Despite these invasions, Gaelic culture persisted in the countryside, preserving language, music, and local governance through clans and chieftains. The resilience of the Irish identity became a hallmark, even as political and social pressures intensified under successive waves of English control. The Tudor and Stuart periods saw intensified English efforts to assert control over Ireland, leading to land confiscations, plantations, and religious persecution. The 17th century brought wars, rebellion, and famine, particularly during the Cromwellian conquest, leaving deep scars on the population and social fabric. By the 19th century, Ireland faced one of its darkest periods, the Great Famine. From 1845 to 1852, potato blight destroyed the staple crop, causing over 1 million deaths and forcing millions to emigrate, primarily to the United States and Britain. This mass migration shaped not only Ireland's demographics but also the global Irish diaspora, leaving enduring cultural footprints across the world. The 20th century ushered in dramatic change. The Easter Rising of 1916, though initially unsuccessful, ignited a revolution for independence, inspired by ideals of self-determination and national identity. After years of struggle, negotiation, and civil conflict, the Anglo-Irish Treaty of 1921 established the Irish Free State, while Northern Ireland remained part of the United Kingdom. Independent Ireland faced challenges of nation-building, economic development, and cultural preservation. Over the decades, the Republic of Ireland modernized its economy, education, and infrastructure while maintaining its rich traditions, literature, and musical heritage. The Troubles in Northern Ireland, lasting from the late 1960s to the 1998 Good Friday Agreement, marked decades of conflict, division, and reconciliation efforts, shaping modern Irish politics and identity. Ireland's cultural influence remains profound. Its literature boasts giants like W.B. Yeats, James Joyce, and Seamus Heaney. Music and dance, from traditional folk to contemporary rock and pop, continue to inspire generations globally. Festivals, from St. Patrick's Day celebrations to local fairs, celebrate history, community, and enduring pride. Ireland's landscape is a living archive of its history. From the cliffs of Moher to the Giant's Causeway, from ancient stone circles to medieval castles, every corner tells a story of natural beauty intertwined with human endeavor. Rivers, lakes, and the Atlantic coast shape settlement patterns, trade, and defense, influencing how communities evolved over millennia. Fun fact, Ireland is home to over 30,000 castles and castle ruins, reflecting its turbulent history of conquest, defense, and aristocratic life. Each stone whispers stories of kings, warriors, and ordinary people who built, defended, and lived within these walls. Today, Ireland balances tradition with modernity. Its cities like Dublin, Cork, and Galway thrive as hubs of education, technology, and arts, while rural areas preserve the rhythms of centuries-old culture and storytelling. From its myths and music to its political resilience, Ireland is a nation where the past breathes into the present, inspiring hope and imagination. Every hill, coast, and city carry centuries of history, struggle, and triumph. Ireland is a country where stories are alive, where people remember their ancestors, and where culture continues to evolve, enchanting the world with every song, tale, and celebration. Where will your mind travel next?